Missouri has a 16% uninsured driver rate, one of the highest in the Midwest. That means roughly one out of every six drivers you share the road with doesn't have insurance. And if you're carrying only the state minimum coverage, you could be in real trouble. In my agency, I see this exact scenario play out multiple times a year, and it almost always costs people far more than they expected to spend out of pocket. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly what Missouri requires you to carry, where the dangerous gaps are, and what full coverage actually costs in Kansas City, St. Louis, and rural parts of the state. Missouri law says you need to carry $25,000 per person and 50,000 per accident in bodily injury liability, plus 25,000 in property damage. And here's the thing, Missouri also requires uninsured motorist coverage at those same limits. That sounds reasonable until you have an actual accident. A serious injury claim with medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering can easily exceed $50,000. I see clients in the Twin Cities area with similar rules, and that's why most of them carry at least 2 to 3 times the minimum. You can do the same in Missouri for just a few dollars more per month. Missouri uses what's called pure comparative fault, meaning you can recover damages even if you're mostly at fault, but your recovery gets reduced by whatever percentage of fault a court assigns to you. Here's a real example. You run a yellow light, get T-boned by someone speeding. Court says you're 30% at fault. They're 70. Your $100,000 injury claim becomes 70,000 because you recover your percentage of fault. But here's the catch: that other driver can also sue you for their damages. Your liability coverage is what protects you in that situation. And if you're only carrying the minimum, you could be paying the rest out of pocket. Missouri sits directly in the Hail Belt. Kansas City and St. Louis both get 3 to 8 significant hail events per year. One storm can put a vehicle in the body shop for thousands of dollars. Then there's tornado activity, and some of the most intense in the country. And flooding from the Missouri and Mississippi River systems. All of that damage is covered by comprehensive insurance, which is optional in Missouri. But if you don't have it, you're gambling that your area won't get hit. I wouldn't take that bet. Full coverage in Kansas City runs you $1,800 to $2,400 a year. St. Louis is a bit higher, $2,000 to $2,600, because of theft rates and proximity to East St. Louis. Rural Missouri is cheaper, $1,400 to $1,800 in Springfield or Columbia. Out in the Ozarks or Booth Heel, you might be looking at $1,100 to $1,400. But remember, those are for full coverage. Minimum only policies will be lower. But you're also gambling. The biggest mistake I see people make is thinking state minimum coverage is enough protection. It's not. It's the legal floor. I had a client in Minnesota with state minimums get hit by an uninsured driver. Her medical bills ran $65,000. Her $30,000 uninsured motorist limit covered less than half. She paid the rest herself. Don't be that person. Match your uninsured motorist limits to your liability limits. The premium difference is tiny. Call us right now at 763-733-7475. We're licensed in Missouri and can get you a quote in about 3 minutes. Or